host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10 with the Seattle Seahawks. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. K.J. Osborne deep for Minnesota. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
First down, Seattle.
From the gun, it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. That'll bring up second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run it with Carson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. play fake. Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brings up
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
brought down at the 2-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. 3rd down here.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46.
The Vikings take over.
Following the interception, Cousins.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cousins. He finds a man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. They'll throw again. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Bailey's kick is good. And Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run it again with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First down, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to get the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the carry.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete.
1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Again, Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Draw play. This is Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Makes the
Extra
score
point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Jason.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Dalvin Cook. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Cousins. And it's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
I just know defensively when you see 3rd and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the 1st down line. Anything underneath will make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back. One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that 1st down game.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Cousins on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. From the red zone now, Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. To Jefferson on the slant. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second down and goal. Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. They go for it on fourth and goal, but then lines up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll start out here with the option left. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson, and he stopped immediately there. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Wilson to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
10.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.